What's up, everybody? This is going to be a fun one. Today, I'm going to be looking at 9 different ridiculous, absurd backpacking gear items that are meant to help you save weight. Now, if you've been watching this channel a lot, you'll know that I dabble with the ultralight. I would consider myself an ultralight hiker. Not the most ultralight hiker, obviously. But with that said, there is a limit to ultralight that I have run up against. And I think all of these items are very much beyond that limit. Or are they? I don't know. The last one definitely is, so you have to watch until the end of the video to see that because it's absolutely absurd. So let's jump into it. Actually, but first, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I decided I'm going big and hopefully not going home. I'm gonna go for 100,000 subscribers as my next goal. It's gonna take a lot, so please help me get there. All right, first up on the list, we got the classic ultralight toothbrush. Now, out of all the things on this list, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most reasonable. And as some of you probably know, I have definitely been that idiot that's cut the handle off my toothbrush pretty much every time I've gone backpacking in the last 6 years. So like as a concept, I get this. The reason I think it's kind of absurd is because I mean, just look at this. For some reason, this looks even dumber to me than a normal toothbrush that was just snapped in half. What the f, bro? Like the fact that this is just a household item that like anybody can get at Walmart and just modify themselves to make it lighter didn't dissuade them from deciding like, you know what? No, we need to make a ultralight specific toothbrush, dude. Also, doesn't this handle just seem like really short? I mean, it's kind of hard to get an idea just from the picture, but you're gonna be standing around camp being like, yep, it's time for bed. But actually, no, first I gotta brush my teeth. Nice and clean. Next up, we got another toothbrush thing, but this one, it's not actually the toothbrush that's that absurd. The thing I wanna highlight here is look how tiny this tube of toothpaste is. It's not that expensive, so you know what? I get it, I guess, but like, look, this is ridiculous. You're gonna get like 2 brushes out of this. Here's another picture of it for reference. Like this is one of those small tubes of toothpaste. Like I would go through, I don't even know, it depends on how good of a boy I was being brushing my teeth, but maybe like one of these every 2 resupplies. And this is literally like, it's literally just barely bigger than a damn quarter. I guess to be fair here, our boy Brian J said reasonably light toothpaste tube easily refills off a bigger tube with a little thought and allows me to brush my teeth twice a day for a week. What? I don't want to be judging Brian too much, but if that amount of toothpaste allows him to brush his teeth twice a day for a week straight, I'm guessing his teeth probably look like this. Titanium wizard pipe, dude. By the way, these next few items are gonna have to do with smoking, so if you're like afraid of that or you're my mother, maybe skip this part of the video. But like, dude, this is just so absurd. I just had to cover this. Look at this guy. He's having a great time. He's on the trail. He has a cutoff jean jacket, which is an interesting choice, but you know, let's see how much it weighs. 18 grams, not bad. It almost looks like a snake, like hidden in the brush here. Except if this snake bit you, you wouldn't die. You would just get high. Also, how have I not acknowledged yet that this thing costs $69? Dude, who the f would pay $69.42? Like, couldn't you just get like rolling papers or so? Like, you're gonna pay that much? This next one's sold on Garage Grown Gear, which is kind of funny. Again, $50 for a titanium one-hitter. Aren't they pretty cheap? And they have to be pretty lightweight. Like, what is so special about a titanium one? Little slugger, dude. Oh, it's from the same company as that last one, of course. How much does this weigh? 0.2 ounces. All products are not intended for use with tobacco/nicotine or any controlled illegal. Wait, what? Like, I get the no illegal substances part, you know. But wait, if it's not intended for use with nicotine or tobacco either, what the hell is it for? Garage Grown Gear, you gotta let me know. What are you supposed to use it for? I guess you're supposed to just shove it up your ass. How about this one, dude? We got an ultralight titanium bong for only $152.69. They really like to work the 69 into their prices, apparently. The Dangle Bong titanium water pipe is the world's first and only titanium water pipe. It's a little redundant, isn't it? But the real question is, how much does this piece of shit weigh? 133 grams. What's that for American? Oof, almost 5 ounces. I don't know. I feel like you'd be better off just taking 5 ounces of OG Kush nut, whatever they call it. This obviously isn't like specifically marketed towards ultralight hikers. Like this idiot right here definitely has a base weight above 10 pounds. But hey, if you're trying to go UL and you really just need to be, you know, every break just then this is the bong for you. Affiliate link in the no, I'm just kidding. I don't have a link to this bullshit. The ultralight titanium. When I saw this picture, dude, I lost it, man. It just looks so disproportional. You got the like The huge ass handles and then the tiny little blade. Like, honestly, like having a pair of scissors for the backcountry is kind of nice, but I feel like these are just so small that like there's nothing that I can think of, and maybe you can think of something, leave it in the comments, but there's nothing that I can think of that you could only do with these tiny ass scissors that you couldn't just do with like a small knife or something like that. But I'm getting too logical here. That's not the point of these videos. How much do these suckers weigh? Only 0.35 ounces. Not bad. We got one review, scissors for fat fingers. I don't really know what else. There's nothing else to say. They're ridiculous looking ultralight fucking scissors. That's okay. Titanium chopsticks. This is what I'm talking about right here. I mean, look at these, dude. They had to make titanium chopsticks. Of course they did. 0.67 ounces, 19 grams, not too bad. Now, the concept of someone using chopsticks when they're backpacking is not what's funny about this to me. Like, I understand that some people like to use chopsticks. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but I just think it's funny because I've never weighed chopsticks, to be fair. I don't really ever use chopsticks. The last time I tried to use them, they ended up somehow just being shoved right up my ass. But I feel like a normal pair of chopsticks has gotta weigh like just about the same as these, right? Like, why? It makes sense if like normal chopsticks were super heavy, but they're not. These would certainly be stronger, so I could see that, but like, are they worth paying 30 bucks? Because normal chopsticks, you just go to like an Asian restaurant or something, you can get some chopsticks, and they're definitely gonna be less strong than these, but like, they're still like pretty strong. I mean, hell, people backpack with just like plastic forks they get from like McDonald's or whatever, and those hold up for the most part. Loved them, but poor longevity. Oh, well, then what's the point? By the way, guys, if any of you have actually bought any of this gear, like, I'm not hating, I mean, I am kind of hating, but like, it's all for fun. Leave a comment and tell me why you bought it and how you liked it. Okay. All right, so this one, to be fair, isn't really an ultralight item. It just is so stupid I had to. But there is an ultralight item that is kind of similar that I'm gonna show, but dude, I lost it when I saw this on Google Images. Like, the poor people who model this stuff, like, he has to realize this is, okay, anyways. The actual next ridiculous ultralight item is this right here. Now, this is from Jax Are Better. I've never used their stuff. I have heard really good things though, to be honest. So like, I'm not trying to hate on them. Like, I'm sure they have some really cool stuff. And this might seem just like a normal ultralight quilt. Like, what's so funny about this? This is what's so funny about this. This thing doubles as a quilt and a freaking jacket, dude. Which, to be honest with you, that's actually kind of a dope idea. Like, that is a great way to multi-purpose an item and save a lot of weight. You don't have to bring a down jacket. You can just bring your your quilt instead. But like, dude, this is, look at this guy. Look at, dead serious, just wearing like, I'm all about multi-purpose items. I use my trekking poles as the poles to set up my tent. I use my sleeping pad as the frame for my frameless backpack. I use my trowel as a spork every night. Like, I'm totally for multi-purpose, but that doesn't mean that this is just the goofiest thing. Has anyone bought this? It's got 27 reviews. There's some people out there that actually bought this. There's sometimes when you're hiking in the middle of the day and you want to put on your down jacket and even hike in it sometimes, like, and how would, I guess you could hike in this, but like, I don't know, that just seems uncomfortable and constricting. Like, oh my God. I'll say it right now, if anyone from Jax Are Better watched this video and they want to send me one of these, I will take it out and use it in a video and we can do a full review. I'm gonna just absolutely on it like I am now, but I will try to do my best to see if it's actually a good item because it just looks so stupid. I'm sorry, like, but I like the idea behind it. So this next item is quite possibly the dumbest thing I've ever seen marketed towards ultralight hikers. This is, are you ready for it? It's the crotch pot, dude. It's the crotch pot. You heard that right. There is something called a crotch pot. So what the hell is this? It's from Gossamer Gear, and the basic concept behind it is, you know, stoves are heavy. You don't want stoves, okay? But you still want hot food. So like, you take your dry food, you put in your room temperature, outdoor cold water, whatever temperature, and then you put it into the crotch pot, and then to heat it up, dude, you shove that right next to your dick and balls. It clips onto your pants, and then you just hike on like there's not a giant sack of food right in your crotch. He's like, nope, nothing weird about this. I'm pretty sure you should probably not use this around children. I'm pretty sure this is a joke, but it is an actual thing on sale on their website. He's like, dude, so good. This would be slightly less ridiculous if the concept was you just put it in the crotch and then wait for it to reheat when you're in camp. But the fact that they're like actively telling you that you need to hike with this, dude, like, what if you have to pee? You have to like piss around your food, but either way, it's clipped right there, so it's gonna be real close. What if it breaks? Like, I'm sure it's made with strong material. Gossamer Gear is a good company and everything, but like, there's always a chance of it breaking. Imagine you're just hiking along and like you see some like beautiful girl and you want to like talk to her and introduce yourself, and you know, know, you're hitting it off, and then all of a sudden your crotch pot bursts. I guess everyone at Gossamer Gear had too much dignity to actually like try this on, so they only have these cartoons. But I did find a review on the Trek, the pinnacle of ultralight journalism. One of their writers reviewed it. So this is what it looks like at first. Okay, you know, it looks. You can tell, I'm sorry. You can tell. And then here we go. This is the good stuff here. So you put some water in the Ziploc, you throw it in the crotch pot, you shove it in that crotch, and then, I mean, that's all there. It's just food you put in your crotch, like freaking hilarious. And then, so this is total goofs, but I'm also a total goof. So I'm gonna say this, if my channel gets to 100,000 subscribers, I will buy a crotch pot. And I will take it out on a backpacking trip. I will film it. I won't bring a stove. I will rely solely on the crotch pot. I already hate cold soaking to begin with, so this is gonna be even worse. I will hike freaking miles with the crotch pot if we can get this channel to 100,000 subscribers. And also, while you're at it, check out the Patreon. Patreon is the #1 way that you can help support this content. You'll get some bonus stuff, you'll get a direct line to me, and you'll just feel like you're helping out because you really are. Thank you so much to everybody who's already on there. You know who you are. I know who you are. I appreciate all of you so much. Patreon.com/KyleHatesHiking. Dude, the crotch pot, man. We'll see.